Hello there, my little stars. My name is Fox, and today I will be showing you how I draw eyes. I will be using Medibank paint. As you can see, I have already made a new project, and the background is transparent. I will be filling. I prefer to have a gray background over a white one or a black one, so I can see the values of the colors better, because if it's completely white, then the colors look much darker, and if it's black, they look much brighter. As you can see, I renamed my background layer. I highly recommend to name your layers. I'm just going to make a sketch layer. I'm doing this with a mouse, so it's okay. So first of all, we're going to decide on what shape our eye we want to make. There are many different kinds of shapes. Just use your imagination. For instance, you can use I don't know how it's called in English. Or you can use a triangle, or whatever, or a semicircle. Yeah, it can be many. Okay, so now that we're done with the line art of the lasses specifically, we're going to add a new layer under the lasses and add the pupils. I will rename this one really quick. I forgot to. Okay. The rulers on body banner are kind of weird. You can also play around with pupil shapes and sizes, by the way, to convey emotion. Personally, in my style, I tend to draw some lasses like this at the top, and for the bottom lasses, some dots underneath. I do this for both my female and male characters, but in case they are female, I just add some extra lashes to make the eyes look more feminine. Okay. So now I'm just going to create a new layer under all the line art. I'm not going to name that one. So we can start filling with color. Now, personally, I never use pure white for this sclera, or the white part for the eye. I don't know if that makes sense, I'm so sorry. So yeah, add this color over here. I'm using a mouse. Please have some mercy. Okay, on top of the sclera, we're going to color the pupils. Because, yes. Okay, so as you can see, we have colored them. So after I color After I have my base color, I go on the pupil liner and I select Protect Alpha. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the base color, we're going to make it darker and change the hue. And we're going to color it. Yay! Okay, so now that we have our liner colored, we're gonna go back to our base color. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the base color and now we're going to make it even darker and change the hue even more. So we're just going to add the pupils, the irises. I have no idea, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. You can also play around with the shapes of the pupils as well, again to convince emotion or your character's personality. Or even their species, for instance. Okay, now that we have our irises done, we're gonna go to the sclera. We're going to make a new layer, select clipping, mask, and change the blending mode, you see that, blending, from normal to multiply. And what we're going to do is select the somewhere in between blue and purple, and we're going to pick a kind of grayish one, but saturated at the same time. And we're going to pick the airbrush. Let's select this size, and we're going to brush it at the top over here. Okay, yeah. We're going to click that layer on the sclera, and we're going to select Protect Alpha and choose an orange, a very saturated orange, right? And we're going to color at the end of the shadow. Just like that. And we can also change the opacity to our liking. I'm gonna put it to 54. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back over our liners for the pupils, and we're going to merge it with our flat color over here. And now we're going to go back on our shadow layer gonna go over here and we're going to duplicate this and put it over the pupil. You see? Okay, so now we're going to create another layer over that. Again, we create the clipping mask, change the blending mode to multiply, and we're gonna go and select our base color or our pupil color actually, and we're gonna go and add some more shadow over here at the top. Now we're going to lower the opacity of this again, create another clipping mask with the blending mode multiply, select again your pupil. I have a feeling that this is the iris, not the pupil. I think the pupil is the black thing. So yeah, we're going to pick our the color of the pupil, and we're going to airbrush the top part again to add more shadow. Okay, so now we're going to create the clipping mask once again, and we're going to change the blending mode instead of multiply to add. I hate these motorbikes. We're going to pick our base color and just airbrush. Now in some colors, when you airbrush, it looks pretty much the same with your base color. So in these cases, you are going to have to maybe change the hue and make it lighter. Okay, so now we're going to make a new layer again. Set your blending mode to add, and we're going to choose white, and we're going to do some highlights. Now you have to keep in mind where your light source is coming from. Like for instance, if it's coming from over here, your highlights will be mostly on this part. Now if it's coming from over here, it's gonna be in this part. So you have to keep this in mind. I'm going to pretend that my lights come from here, in this case. So my highlights are going to be mainly here. I'm going to use this light source for all of the eyes for this tutorial. You can also play around with the sizes and shapes of your highlights. Okay, so now that we have put our white highlights, we can add some color to the highlights. Create a new layer, send the blending mode to add. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to select our brush. And let's pick this size. And here's what we're going to do. So, as you can see, on the blue, the complementary colors are yellow. Basically, this area over here. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick a color from this side and airbrush. Sorry. Okay, maybe in the bigger size. We're going to airbrush over here, and we're going to take a second color from over here, pick a smaller size, and add a little at the end. See? Okay, we're going to do the same for over here. Our complementary colors are green and blue. So we're going to pick. I'm going to pick a lighter one, so we can see. So blue. Smaller one for green. I think we can do a yellow one for over here. Maybe lime. Okay. Over here, purple, blue, green. It's also yellow. Maybe yellow and blue. Okay, yellow. A big yellow. And a small cyan. Not blue, cyan. We're gonna do blue because blue is yellows and oranges complementary color. We're gonna do a big one over here, a big blue, and a small purple one. Over here color opacity to our liking. I'm going to leave it at 25, and that's pretty much it. That's just how I color my eyes in my style. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and goodbye.